Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Capricorn, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, if you are a continued subby of mine, you know I love you for it. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, like peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about you being in the right place at the right time. These are those moments of synchronicity that find you. It's so good to give you some good news. And this week, I really do feel like you are going to have those moments where the right thing, the right person, the right job, the right foot in the door just seems to show up for you. The other thing with the Wheel of Fortune as well, very often it shows you, or rather it brings you the results of actions or energies that you've already put out into the world. So what is it that you have been patiently and diligently working away on or at? Because this week it's going to be revealed to you in some way, shape or form. This week you get to see the results of the actions that you've already put out. So it's like the work that you've already done. This is where you get the payout for it. For your actions and options this week, you have the Five of Swords. So this week, now, Capricorns are known for being a bit feisty, right? When you guys are ready, you are ready. But what I like about this is it suggests that whatever it is that you're saying this week, it's not taken out of context. And more importantly, it's not taken as like a, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's almost like this week, you know, you being that normal sort of forthright self. It's like whatever you say this week, it's actually well received. Why do I say that? Because even though it's the Five of Swords and this is you saying something that you know, really have to get off your chest or something that you feel really passionate about, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you are saying, even with the delivery that you make it, it's like your point hits the mark. Like whatever you have to say this week, it has the desired effect. It reaches the right ears. It is accepted for what it actually is. It's not blown out of, well, actually, no, it might be blown out of proportion, but either which way, because it's the Wheel of Fortune, it's like one of those moments where even if it goes wrong, it goes right for you in some way. All in all, not bad. All right, for your communications and conversations, you have the Eight of Swords. So this could possibly be some sort of international communication that's coming through. So this could be phone calls, it could be text messages or emails in some way, shape or form. This might be a heated discussion. The reason I say this is because you've got the Five of Swords there as well. And, you know, when it comes to the Eight of Wands, this is communication, usually that comes in at a distance. You add to that the Wheel of Fortune. This could be some good news or a challenging conversation that has a really satisfactory conclusion for you. What I'm also going to say with this as well, for those of you that work for somebody else, this could be the week where you are getting some sort of good news when it comes to work. For those of you that have been on furlough or stuff like that, this could be you finding out that you're going back to work. But it could be maybe you're going back to work on better hours. Maybe you're going back to, do you know what I mean? Like there's something here that suggests you might be able to negotiate a better deal for yourself, you know, in some way, shape or form, which I think is really cool. For those of you that are oh come on brain, for those of you that are my mind's gone completely blank. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this could be an international client of some sort. It may be that this takes kind of like an initial setup. So that could be that this is like a really busy work week for you in order to get something sort of right for a client. But once they're in, this is kind of like one of those things. It will be like the gift that keeps on giving. So whatever hard work you have to do to get the whole thing set up, don't fret about it because the results are absolutely there. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, well look, In a lot of ways, this week you may be relied upon to lead by example, right? So maybe knowledge and expertise that you already have, this week will be called upon, and you know, it might give you the bug for teaching, it might give you the bug for coaching, it might give you the bug for you know, being a mentor or a tutor or a teacher in some way, shape or form. I actually think this could be really good for you guys. For your money and materials, you have the Queen of Swords, right, with the Five of Swords. So there is a tough or challenging conversation to do with money coming up this week. This could be about what is possible, what isn't possible. For some of you, this may be about something that you want, and it's kind of like you have to temper your finances with it. So in some way, shape or form, this could be a week where excuse me, maybe you are questioning how much is expected of you when it comes to the finances or the money, or in another way, you could be calling someone out when it comes to money, when it comes to finances. This could be a challenging week for money when it comes to conversations around money. All right, so just be aware that that is in the ether. Outside of that though, if you are willing to make a bold step or investment, this could be a very good week for you in terms of lucrative investment opportunities. And then finally, for your excuse me, oh come on brain, for mind blank, for your physical health and vitality, well look, I would say this is probably not the week to overindulge when it comes to drinking. One, because you could go too far and end up saying something that you really didn't want to say. You know, you could really end up upsetting somebody. Outside of that, for your home and environment sector, I mean, this could be a week where home is a little bit excuse me. This could be a week where home is a little bit more, it just might be a bit more fraught or fractious with some of the conversations that you're having this week. All right, so just be aware that that energy is floating around. And then finally, for your love and relations, this is great. So the fractious energy that's coming into the home with communications isn't coming from within the home, right? You've got the Four of Wands here. So this suggests that, you know, although some challenge might come to the home, it's not coming from within. All right, so for those of you that are single, your Four of Wands is very good news. Look at it. I mean, this is possibly someone that's international, maybe somebody that lives at a distance to you. This could be maybe somebody tells you, look, you know what, so-and-so is, you know, this could be the time where somebody reveals that someone has a crush on you. So this could be a friend or a colleague says to you, look, by the way, I'm into you. Or maybe a friend reveals to you that you have an admirer of some sort. And I will say this to you, this person's not secret. Like, to them, it's not a secret anyway. Like, they openly like you. So just be aware that that is around. And then for your oh come on brain, for those of you that are partnered or in relationships, this is great news for the partnership, which I really like for you, especially because it comes with the Eight of Wands, and above that is the Wheel of Fortune. This is really good news that's coming in for the relationship or the partnership that may even get you guys to move forward or ahead in some way. But there are going to be some negotiations that are needed, especially if whatever you're planning to do has a financial implication. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.